Hey there, I hope you're doing okay. So this is a video tutorial to show you how you can stream your desktop computer, any computer, by using the YouTube streaming tool. And what it will allow you to do is actually, the night before an exam, if you wanted to, you could actually work with your students and actually stream your screen and do a lesson in the evening just before they go to bed, so it's fresh in their minds, go over some of the things that are likely to come up. So this video tutorial is going to show you a number of things that you'll need. Well, obviously you're going to need a YouTube account and you don't necessarily need a webcam because there's a piece of software called XSplit, which I will put in the link below. If you like this video, please subscribe. I will put in the link to the software that you need to download, and I will show you step by step how to use it and how to set it up. This is a video tutorial to show you how you can live stream. You can send out the link on your Twitter. You can even have a chat box, or you can disable it if you want, where students can ask questions and you can come back to it at the end. But it's a really useful tool. It's something new that I've discovered over Christmas after watching some of my favourite vloggers. And it's something that I want to utilize in the future, maybe even some nights before students have done some tests, to kind of give them a good idea and to try some things out. Feel free to try this. I've done it before using something called Periscope, but this is something really new. So enjoy the tutorial. Like I said, if you like this video, please subscribe below. I will try and put some more technical tips up to help you in your teaching. Thank you for watching. So what you can currently see here is my YouTube channel. You can see my subscribers, you can see my videos. Now if you want to actually be able to start streaming, you need to go to the streaming section. So I'm going to click on my account and go to Creator Studio. Now what this loads up, if you look on the left here, if you go to live streaming, this will show you that you're currently offline, and it will have your previous streams. Now, the piece of software that you'll need to install is called XSplit, and you'll need the broadcaster. I've downloaded this and I've installed it already, but I'm just going to show you how you can set it up and how you can start streaming your screen and talk to your students. So I'm currently offline, so I'm going to go on here. Here is XSplit Broadcaster. Yes, I want to use it. Once it is loaded up, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to set it up so that it's linked to your YouTube account. So I've already registered an account with XSplit. Here's my email address, and I'm going to log in. I'm just going to press enter here, and it will continue to load up. And then what you will need to do is you will need to set up your broadcast so that it streams your screen. Now once it's loaded up, you can see here that I'm running and it's working fine. What you're going to need to do is need to set up your screen region first. This is a ad which will come up particularly if you aren't paying, so I'm going for the freeware. I don't like paying for things, so I'm just going to press continue. It will load up your screen. Now here's one I set up earlier, so I'm just going to remove this so you can see how to set it up from the beginning. So if I go to File and go along, I want the source of my video to be a screen capture. So I'm going to go to screen capture, and you can choose the region that you want to record. So I am going to go over here and I'm going to select the whole screen pretty much. I don't need my start menus to be open. Now this has been set up, but you have a number of settings that you can choose here. I've gone to this little wheel over here, and you can choose which microphones you want. You can choose hotkeys, accounts, your profile. So you can go through a number of settings there. Do you want to save your changes? No, I don't. You can right click on the video that is currently shown, and you'll notice that it's too small. This is what would be shown if you were to stream it. Now what you can do is you can choose to actually change the color, change the layout, and add effects. Now if you go to layout and go to enhance resize, what it allows you to do is you can go over to this window. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Go over to this window now, and it allows me to resize it. So I'm going to move it into the middle, and I'm going to start resizing it until I am happy with what I see. There we go. That is what would be streamed now should you stream it onto YouTube. Now the next thing you're going to need to do is, if you go to outputs, you'll notice we haven't got one for YouTube. So I'm going to set a new output out. I'm going to go to YouTube Live. Now this is where it's going to ask you for your channel ID. Now my YouTube account is Mr. Ray Chambers. So I just type in here Mr. Ray Chambers, and I need to authorize my YouTube account so that I've got something that's running all the time. So if I go to authorize, I'm going to need to put in my email address and go next. Now my YouTube account that I've got that I usually use is this one here. So I'm going to go to the middle one. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to allow. Now what will happen on here is it will say that's all set up, it's authorized. I can choose my codec, my settings. To be honest, you don't need to play around with this much, and you can click on OK. This is below. Please refer, continue anyway. So this is saying that it wants me to change my setting to 1400. So I'm going to cancel that and change that to 1400 and click OK. So I've now got my screen set up, and if I was to minimize this, it would still broadcast my screen. Now to start your live stream, all you do is go to output and select your YouTube account you've set up, and it will initialize the stream. You can choose whether you want people to be able to embed this. You go to start broadcast, and it will then turn red, and that indicates that it is now streaming. Now what will happen here on your YouTube account is that you will notice it is starting, it's retrieving the content. There will be a delay on it of about 5 to 10 seconds, and then in the middle here you will see what your audience will see, and your YouTube account will start streaming. You can see how many people are watching, and before you start, in order to share this with specific students, I would email this to mine. You go down to the bottom and there is a link there, and you can copy that link and email it straight to your students. So this is something that I'm going to be trialing with my students before they do an assessment next, and I will let you know how it goes. But that is how you set up a live YouTube stream of your desktop. One thing that I will say to you, if you are streaming your desktop, make sure that you have any private information. I've broadcasted my email address on here, that is fine, but any other personal information on here, please be wary of it, because it will be viewable to other people. So the other thing that is handy is you can have a chat. So if a student asks you a question, here is the answer to the question. You can obviously put some information in, and that is basically how you can set up a live stream on YouTube. Thank you for watching. I hope that's been useful, and I hope that you enjoy doing some revision with your students. Thank you for watching. Hey there, I just want to thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been really useful, and it's a new tool that you can try out with your students. I hope it has impact on their learning, and I hope that you're able to stream some of your lessons to your students, particularly on the nights when it's important right before the exam. Thank you for watching. If you have liked this video, please subscribe below. And if you have any suggestions or other videos or tips that you would like for teaching, just drop me a message or drop me a comment below, and I will help you with that. Thank you for watching. Bye.